say, here we go, on to the persuasive speech. You need to pick three topics that you would like to give potentially a persuasive speech on. Students sometimes struggle with assignment because they think, oh, I have to have this huge, large issue of stem cell research or something very, very serious. And what we're really trying to do here is work on the structure, not so much as having a really, really controversial issue. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about persuasion for a minute here. And people sometimes think that being persuasive means getting your whole audience to jump on board with your idea completely. And that's definitely not what it's about. So I like to, when I view persuasion, I like to just pick a topic. So let's pick texting and driving. So for your topic, you need to take a stance. So you have to tell me, what are your thoughts on texting and driving? And what's pretty easy is for your topic if you create a thesis. So a thesis is typically about 7 words, or right around there, and it really just tells you exactly what the speech is about. So my stance on texting and driving might be that it's bad. So my thesis might be texting and driving is bad, or texting and driving is good. That's how I take a stance, but also it's a thesis. It's exactly what you're going to hear in my speech. Now, what happens is we all sort of have these beliefs on the topic, and I like to see persuasion on this continuum. So there's the people way over here that think texting and driving is very, very, very bad. Some people in the middle that think, it's all right, and then people who are just kind of in the middle. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And then on this side, we're looking at people who think it's very bad or really, really horrible. So we have these people, and we have our audience members, and they're all on this continuum. So instead of getting people who think texting and driving is really good to jump completely onto your ship and say texting and driving is bad, all you're really looking to do is move them slightly. Maybe to give them a better understanding of some things or provide a story that really strikes home with them. And what we're doing is we're just looking to move people on the continuum. We're not looking for people to jump ship and agree with you completely. Persuasion is just maybe even just getting people to look at things a little bit differently. So um, don't think that you need to have people completely agree with your idea. Really, it's just looking to move them on that continuum. And I think that's kind of a neat way of looking at being persuasive. Now, one thing I will say is you're going to give me 3 topics, and again, you have to take a stance. You can't just say texting and driving is your topic. You have to tell me what your stance is. So, topic number 1, texting and driving is bad. Topic number 2, rock climbing is awesome. And what you'll do is you'll rank order them. So you'll list number 1 is going to be your top pick, number 2, number 3, and you have to write 100 to 150 word justification for each. Why do you want to give that speech? Why do you want to say texting and driving is bad? And sort of discuss it in just a paragraph form, 100 to 150 words, not many. And you have to do that for each one. You'll just do this in a Word document and upload it to the Dropbox. I will pick your topic for you. So on Monday, I will go through all of them and pick a topic for you. You may not get your first choice. Why? I might not think it's very appropriate, or the bigger thing is sometimes someone else has already picked that, and I don't want this whole class to give the speech texting and driving is bad or good. So that might be a reason you might not get your topic. Now, one other thing I want to say is there are these things called hot button issues, things like religion, abortion, um, those are topics that really are hot button issues. And we've decided as a course that unfortunately this introduction course does not give you enough time and training to appropriately do an awesome job of that speech. Is it wrong to give a speech on your opinions and views and research on that? No. But here we don't give you enough time. Your speeches, they go pretty quick, and we're more looking at the structure of how to do things here. So whenever a student has those really kind of hot issue topics that they're very passionate about or really want to do, I always recommend to take an advanced public speaking course, because there you're going to get the amount of time. Here it's an introduction course, and unfortunately we just don't give you the time to do that. So if I say no to a sort of a very controversial topic, that's why. It's not because I don't think you can handle it, because typically the students who really want to do those speeches can. But it just might not be, it's not appropriate for this class, because the amount of time we give you is just not enough time for you to do an awesome job on it. So you'll definitely take an advanced public speaking course, and you'd be able to do that. So again, persuasion on a continuum. You're just getting people to move. Now, again, with a thesis and mini theses, sort of state your stance. In my second example, I put try rock climbing, or rock climbing is awesome. Students sometimes think persuasion needs to be a very serious topic, but it doesn't. I've had students, give a speech on trying rock climbing or taking a family cruise, how beneficial that is, and then they find research to back it up. Try baking, or so what this team is better than this team, or dogs are the best animal in the world. It doesn't have to be such a serious issue. Think about something you're passionate about, and persuade me to maybe think about it differently, or persuade me to try something. I tried bungee jumping. I had someone do that, and I would never do that. But I watched the speech and I thought, you know what, might be kind of fun. So don't take this speech topic-wise. Don't make it. It doesn't have to be serious. It can, but it doesn't have to be. If you go to Google and you type in topics for a persuasive speech, you're probably going to get pretty serious stuff. But just know that really what you're doing is you're just trying to move people on this continuum to have a different idea about something, to take some different actions towards something. So if you have any questions on topics, ideas, as always, email me.